Here is the wheel off. Here is my ABS sensor. Everything is beautiful and rusty. It's eaten into the wire where it's rubbing against the brake line bracket. I'm not sure why it did that. So just gotta remove this rusty bolt, go through the wheel well, and the pain is probably gonna be this guy. Oh, here's my showing. This is probably not gonna come out without a fight. So shouldn't be a bad job, but it probably will be because of the rust and the age of the car. New sensor, found it at Rock Auto for $19 and paid 3 times the price to get it here early. Worth it. So before I do anything, I am going to attempt to make this an easy job by soaking everything in PB Blast. Wish me luck. I tried not to get it on my brakes, but I just sprayed some PB Blast here. That got wet on accident, whatever. And then some on the sensor bolt. And a little bit on the bracket along the wheel well. And from under the hood, this is where I'll be disconnecting the wheel speed sensor. It's right next to the strut tower, a little bit below it. I think I can fit my hands in there. Right there. I think I can fit my hands in there and get it out, but I might need to, so that sucks. So that's a 12, that's a 12, and your sensor bolt is a 10. Well, that freaking sucks. That nut didn't really want to come off there. So, figure it out from there. What I am glad came out is the 10mm holding the sensor in. Now the sensor is still frozen in there. I haven't done anything to that yet. I am so happy that did not break in there. This might be able to get figured out. And I'm scared for you. Well, that was god-awful. I'm disconnecting that sensor. That fucking hurt. There was barely enough room for my hand. One hand, not two. And I was able to just coax it out. Okay. And my worst nightmare. The sensor is completely frozen in the head. Oh, yeah. Doing an oil change because I don't want to deal with that ABS sensor and I need to get bigger drill bits. 17mm drain plug. Here's where I'm stopping on the sensor. I started drilling it out. There's a special way I'm attempting this so I don't have to take the knuckle off, but I will explain more tomorrow when I get a bigger drill bit because most of mine are missing and she needs to be bigger. So yesterday I gave up a little bit because I got discouraged. I don't have a torch. I don't have drill bits big enough to get this sensor out, and I waited till the next morning, so I've really just been working at it with what I have. So I've been hammering this tool very gently around the sensor, just like a tap at a time. And I found this, I'm like the only mechanic in the world that doesn't have spare parts, but I found this in the garage. And I've been using it to just slightly tap its way into the sensor. I'm already pretty far in. I don't want to go much farther, so I'm just trying to get leverage so I can put it in and go back, forth, back, forth. And would you believe it? It worked. There's a lot easier ways to do this if you have the proper tools. I don't, so I've just been really gingerly working at it. And she's coming out, so we'll try a little more. Yay! I got it in one piece. That's awesome. Just took it very slow. Some PB blast, some inadequate tools, and she's out. Oh, thank God. I don't know how much I damaged this. Hopefully not too much. Now the next step I did was cleaning out the sensor bore. I just used a little bit of brake cleaner, and I got a can of compressed air, and I found this spray gun cleaning kit, and I'm just trying to do whatever I can to get the metal shavings and the sanding residue out of that hole so that it doesn't get on that tone ring in there that I need the sensor to read. I also had metal shavings in here, and I don't want to mess up the threads or end up cross-threading anything, so it could be cleaner, but I'm hoping that'll be okay. When the sensor goes back in, we are lubricating it so I don't run into this ever again. So as per usual, I forgot to film the end of my video. It's pretty cut and dry. You're going to get your lubricated sensor back into your clean sensor bore. Get that 10mm tightened down. You have your two 12s, one on the brake line bracket and the other on the wheel well. Get those in. Get your connector through the wheel well. Get it connected up, and you should be good to go. Now, I am doing a rear wheel speed sensor next week because my light is still on and I have damage also on the rear. So I will put the video up next week for that. And I did want to talk more about the technique I used with the drill bit. I saw it on another video. It was a great idea. You do not want to go too far in and ruin your axle. So what I did was I took the new sensor and I took my drill bit, and in the video it says to go 3/4 of the way down the sensor. I went even less than that. And I marked tape on my drill bit so that I knew how far to go in, and I just made a hole big enough for the nail to fit in and leverage it out. I hope you don't run into the problems that I did, and thank you for letting me figure it out along the way. I am not the world's greatest mechanic, but I can fix my stuff. So good luck on your repairs, and thank you for watching.